Excellent. So we are on, what, patch 3.2? Hold on, let me check. Yep, 3.2. And we've met Kryle, and we've rescued Thancred. Or met up with Thancred, I should say. As much I worry for the future of Ishgard, the fate of our missing friends concerns me even more. He's talking about Ida and Papalimo and Minfilia. As it once was. Alphinaud, Bat, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Flamen, Hoary Boulder, and Coulternet. Really? Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name has been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa Lominsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied, and you don't mind being spied on. I don't understand that sentence, but okay. Quite. But what wonderful news. To think that our reunion is close at hand. A pleasure to see you too, Alphinaud. Ah, Thancred and Kryle. What brings you to, brings the two of you here? Kryle and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may just have found the answer. Huzzah! Bat, when you were fleeing Ul'dah with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but I suppose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the aether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we need to acquire suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Bat felled the Ultima weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. Hey, Keishi, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield him from the magic I invoked. Oh yeah, because Thancred was Laha Breyer for a while. Kryle and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the aether terrain. Therein, whatever. The two of you alone? I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I am confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryle while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Bat come along, who will see to Flamen's grand homecoming? It's true. When you put it like that, very well, I trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Leminson docks? Sure. Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Huzzah! We did it. We accepted the quest. Alright. In Limsa Lominsa. Over here. Pay no mind to the green check mark. Hello there. If it isn't BatDan, really, you didn't have to come all this way just for us. Well, I did anyway. Is that? Oh, by the gods, it is you. Well met, Bat, well met. Hey, it's Flamin. Oh, Bat, how have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Oh, she's such a mom. She's such a mom. Think to 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tataru found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard the Hennish vessel. That's right. It pained us not being there when you needed us the most, but we made the most of it, didn't we? Coltonet. Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with that vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. Oh geez, I am so sorry. We don't know where she is. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? I'm so sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Forgive me. I am sure you are doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be. He watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return, and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty, there is much and more to be done. The braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains. We shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. To the Rising Stones. Oh, geez. You look spot on there, Thancred. My goodness.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business, then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, Did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
Hello there, Kendra. How's it going? Let's see. It's too hot and humid, and you only have 33% battery on your phone. Oh no, like, is your power completely out? What are you doing here? Yo, Zen.
Singing in the rain, now I'm feeling no pain. It's a real time for celebrating, 'cause you're my zing.
Thanks to Kendra for my sub-gift. 22 months of danning and batting. No necessary in that order.
Yo, Zen, thank you so much for redeeming that gift sub from the Kendra. Hope you're doing well today. Best alive, Lala, right there. Yo, true. A Transformer Blue, and you like to live dangerously. Like, on average, how do you think, how long do you think it's going to take them? Oh look, everyone's all here. The gang's all back. I know, I remember none of you. Except maybe you. While Rio commands our efforts in the field, I tend to the administrative matters here. You might say my experiences with the Crystal Braves helped prepare me for these duties. A pity I never had the chance to thank Captain Ilberd for everything. Right. I guess not everyone's here. You're sitting in Tataru's chair there, lady. Anyway. Wait. Am I even in the right spot? I'm not in the right spot. Hold on. 1:30 or in... Wait, where the hell is she? Oh, there she is. My goodness. We're in 2.5 hours, but without people who knows... With your people who knows... Ah, gotcha. That's a good plan there, Zen. That's a good plan. It feels good to be home again. To think everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors, friends and family with whom we have shared so much. God's help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Beeluth is exhausted, I bet, with power going out, causing a lot of stress like that. A line, whoever that is, I don't know who that is. It fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and heartily. Healthy? Yeah, there we go. And what of Higuri? Oh, she is well, though aboard on a mission at the present. It's just the same. It wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, lady. A lady? Right. Now, who are you? I don't remember you. We must tell the children at once. They've always been so fond of Hore. I don't remember you. Anyway. Wait, who are we talking? Oh, we're talking to people. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but to think of those who have yet to return. Once we have settled in, I will join the search. Okay. Oh sure. What in the seven hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona? Why, you... Oh, there you are. Why, you, brother. You and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained, and I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight alongside you. Yet, now that you are here, I sense that you have surprised me once more. No, do not tell me you trained with the Hanish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves, and drunk deep in the souls of mine enemies. Wait, I did not know Hore had a brother. Huzzah! He is returned. Together my brother and I shall serve the Scions till the breaking of the 8th dawn. Wow. Worst case, you will go in the Tesla and charge your phone and sit in some AC. Well, that doesn't sound like a worst case. Yo, B, how's it going? Working today? Oh no. Well, hopefully your work doesn't cause you any trouble today. To secret oneself in a ship's hold and secure safe passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come here. There is no need to be shy. Yo, thanks for doing the shout out for B. Fantastic streamer, was playing Overwatch 2. It would be this morning for me, but yesterday for her. There we go. Pray grant me a moment longer, at least. Though I am Happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. Okay. We could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions brings a bloody tear to me eye. Okay. Hello, Tataru. What about Elfinod? And there they are, at last. Thank the 12. Okay, yeah, thank the 12. It's been so long since we've seen them all like this. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing. Others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Ulfinod. I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Papalimo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. Huzzah! We'll take the sesame cookie. She's a quicksand RPer. Who? Wait, who? Keishi. I don't know who you're talking about. Wait. What is this quest over here? I completely forgot about this quest. What is it? Oh, it's you. Yeah, we'll do you another time. Probably next time we play 14. The Warring Triad. Anyway. The Word of the Mother. There we go, and we got a minion. Okay, cool. Thancred and Kryl contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into the Castrum Meradilium bore fruit. They ask that we rendezvous with them and Ishtola in Idlestriar, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. True. Guess we're going to Idlestriar. 'Twas rather less than I hoped, though mayhap I asked too much. How is Flamen, by the way? Enchanting as ever, I trust. I shall have to pay my respects when the time comes. What's up, Crow? My apologies, I see that I am the last to arrive, so what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated... What the heck is postulated? Anyway, there were indeed what appeared to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the aether at the scene of the Ultima weapon's destruction. A ripple that at odds with the preceding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val. Even, when I believe Hydaelyn shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to Shildil aqueducts. There we detected the same waveform, but others of magnitude larger, as as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Heidelin, there is no other explanation. But there is more. When I studied the site where Yustola used flow, it appeared that not two but three beings had been affected. Yet, unlike Yustola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Blah. There was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now, recall our visions of the vast crystal floating in a sea of aether. Though this, too, is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that when communing with Heidelin, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Heidelin interceded. 2. The third being was caught in Yustola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Heidelin may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Heidelin guided Miss Nephilia into the compass of my magics, that she might summon her, body and soul, onto the ethereal sea. In which case, we must needs continue our search there, for a blessing. The means to do so already exists. I speak of the anti-tower, a Charlene construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where the entrance lies, we need only ask the last custodian, a contrary old crone, who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the innkeeper of the anti-tower. I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid at once. Yeah, let's do it. Want to take bets which will happen first? Your power returns or your phone dies? I want to say your phone will die first. Especially if you're using it. Oh no! That's a whole Lael 13.
Ooh, look it.
Oh, look it. Yo, Lael, thank you so much for the 41 years of subscription. My goodness, that's a long time. And I thank you. And thanks, Kendra, for doing the shout out for Lael. Everyone be sure to follow Lael, last playing Cult of the Lamb. Fantastic streamer. Heading to bed? That's perfectly understandable.
You want to give me your bits, give me your bits. If you don't want to give me your bits, don't give me your bits.
Well, give your bits to Kendra because she wants them. She just said that she's, we should. So, do it. Now I have nothing else to say. I'm just flying through the air, trying to get to Master Matoya's cave. Off to bed, night all. Have a good night there, Liv. Yup. Yup, yup, yup. Hello there, Matoya. Oh, what a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Ah, though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Anti-Tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? Who knows? The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now, and that is no detriment to you. Then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted the title onto me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Anti-Tower was sealed save one. Oh geez, it's that door, huh? What does that door say? It says probably no entry, right? My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I cannot remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. You, a Beldesion girl. You're staying here with me. I need your help to restore the wards to their original state. The rest of you can go, on the condition that you clean up the mess on the in the tower. If you encounter any unruly familiars, you're to tend to them. Those are my terms, and I will hear no argument. Well, it appears the mistress has spoken. Lead the way, Bat. I will try. The Anti-Tower now accessible. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what you'll need to do once you reach the bottom, but you've always been so resourceful, so yeah, true. Alright, let's go. Do I need to eat? Should I eat? I guess I should eat, shouldn't I? The Anti-Tower. I should always eat mocha. Alright, what do I have to eat? I have 75 eggs. I have hot chocolate, but that's more for healers. Sesame cookies, more for healers. That's more for... I have healer food and an egg. That's all I have. Eat the eggs down to 69. That's a lot of eggs. What is it? 1? There's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Doable. 6 eggs? I don't know. I can barely eat 3 eggs. Actually, no, I can't say that because 3 eggs is pretty much my standard. If, what if I say, yes, 6 eggs to make eggnog and chug it? You know, I don't even remember the last time I've had eggnog.
There!
I gotta move my camera up a bit. There we go.
Away with you!
You don't know how your got me to from use? What? You're gonna stop typing? No! I understood what you meant anyway. Don't worry about it.
Focus. Release!
Dun, dun, dun.
Away with you!
Oh, geez, there are more. Holy crap. I'm fine. Elfnod can heal me. You know, Elfnod could just adjust. Oh no!
Singing in the rain, now I'm feeling no pain. It's a real time for celebrating, 'cause you're my dream.
Winglet!
Thanks to Kendra for my sub gift. BatDan's face is adorable.
BitDan? Who's BitDan? Yo, Winglet, thank you so much for redeeming that sub gift from Kendra. I appreciate you. Yo, get out of there. Wait, this one turns you into a frog, doesn't it? He does. Fuck. No. Oh, thanks for doing the shout out for Winglet. I'm sure she's going to be starting streaming soon. Oh geez, I'm a frog. No!
For the
No.
House of Levier!
I can't do shit.
I shall make it quick.
They done frogged me. Wait, what? He gave me a concussion. That wasn't
Have my
fair.
pride.
Nope, no.
Like this!
Yeah.
We did it. Video eats battery life like mad, true. That's why if I need to power save, I usually put it on audio only. Oh no, it's a Charlian mimic. I like that your Stola's job icon is a conjurer, but it's a red conjurer. It's hilarious. Wait, what? Where'd you guys come from? Get back. You have audio only and power save mode. Ah, I see, I see. Spot did indeed try. So, is she a true green DPS? I don't know, because she's not green. She's red. Hello there. She is so green DPS, she turned red. I see. She just, you know, completely lost the red pigment. But Kendra, well, I don't want to spoil anything. Actually, I'm going to spoil stuff because we all have played this game before. But she turns into a black mage. Are you gonna take up black magery? It's the only job you don't have unlocked. You're new. You don't want to be a thaumaturge? Oh no,
Hello,
it's
I'm a
Senator Basil.
nocturnal placental flying mammal, a member of the family of Pterodiddae, or Pterodidna.
How could you?
You can't tell, I'm a bat! Yes, I am! And they used to call me Batty, Batty Coda.
Yo, everyone, welcome on in. You're a bat too, of course. Yo, Basil, how was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Were you killing people? And everyone, welcome on in from Senor Basil's stream. Fantastic streamer. Was stacking M&Ms the other week.
I want bacon. I want noodles. M&Ms are here for...
If you didn't catch that, that was Basil saying that M&Ms are here for poodles. And I think that's the whole reason why I suggested Basil to stack M&Ms, because of him saying that. Oh geez, what the hell is that? Basil hates poodles, confirmed. Yo, true. Wait, no, wait, there we go. No, shit, fuck. Apparently I was supposed to just hide behind the rock and not like... I thought once it was tethered, it would be, you know, I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore, but I guess not. Oh yeah, I remember sharing that link with you. Winglet already made that joke, yo, true. It's impossible at 8. I believe in you. Yo, Hunter, how's it going? People who play FF games have a different mindset than you. You can never do these. You don't have that brain power anymore. I would say it really depends on the FF game. Because if you are not fond of the classic turn-based Final Fantasy games, I would say try out Final Fantasy 16 once you are able to play it, because currently only for the PlayStation 5, but who knows, eventually it will become PC ported, and try 16, because it is not like other Final Fantasies. They made it a point. Now, it is still a Final Fantasy game because it still has elements, but it plays completely on its own. But that's okay if you don't like Final Fantasy. Too much time in 7 days. What? And Jill is in 16. Yo, true? You do enjoy walking on the ceiling. Yo, true? Look at this ceiling walking. There's carpet on the ceiling. The stairs, too. Look at that. Excuse me. Oh, geez. Hello. It's a centaur. In a box. Truly, Charlians think of everything, even carping in the ceiling is just in case. You're true. But you can't see me? I'm not even using a webcam. You had contemplating jumping back into this today, but you forgot where you left off the last time. That's perfectly fine. You can pick up where you left off, and trust me, they will explain to you in your next cutscene exactly what you're doing.
Focus. Release.
You have a server-worthy laptop now from 14. Oh, nice. Now, I did test the benchmark on my laptop, and it is high.
Away with you.
It's not extremely high, it's just high. And I was using the lowest settings. You're so many levels behind, that's perfectly fine. I mean, you're supposed to, like, take your time with this game.
Like this.
A frame rate of single digits. I will say, though, when I did do the benchmark for, with my laptop, there was some texture breaking. For screen breaking, tearing, I think that's what they call it. But that's okay because I don't actually plan on watching cutscenes with my laptop. I have this computer for that. Yo, everyone get over here. Come here. To try the benchmark on your laptop, I suggest it, just to see how it works with your laptop's graphics settings and whatnot.
Away with you.
Here we go. Oh, look at the little dollies. It's like the Barbie movie all over again. You're gonna lurk and wind down for bed? That sounds like a fantastic idea. And thanks again for the raid. Y'all get back here. Oh. Yeah, we did it. We defeated them. What? What the hell is that? I guess we look away from the Thancred? Oh, geez.
Away with you!
No, not the Tank Buster. I don't have any skills. Some Charlene said, you know what, we need a giant angry dog. That's true. Ow. Here, I'm a doll. Help. Reminds you a lot of call it. A lot of an old game used to play Archlord online. After playing it for a couple of years, he got burned out and quit. Understandable. Oh no! No! Another Tank Buster? Why would you do that? Yo, Tabitha, how's it going? Nope, get back here. Whatever it is you're doing, just don't do it.
Away with you!
I'm good. You're good. How about me? I'm doing fairly well. Just playing some more Final Fantasy 14 as per usual. No, I'm a doll again. No, this can't be. You think you're gonna take your meds and go to bed? That sounds like a fantastic idea. Ow, I'm bleeding. We did it. Reminds you of DC Universe, also burned you out. I got to like level 30 in the DC Universe online, and it was like the free trial, so I didn't really, you know, I got to the point, I got to the end of the free trial, and I'm like, I don't really feel like playing this anymore. I should probably pick it up again. Assuming your room isn't too hot to sleep. Well, hopefully it's not. Hopefully you have some windows and you have a nice breeze or something. Yeah, thanks for shouting out Tabitha. Fantastic streamer. Wait. I need to repair this. There we go. Your room is gonna feel like an oven, or no? Air conditioning. It'll save lives. What are we doing here? Oh geez. My chest is glowing. You have a ceiling fan? Well, that's better than nothing.
Feel. Think. Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst. We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia. Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Hydaelyn guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think. Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final.
crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
You've had another vision, haven't you? Let us return to Master Matoya's cave. Everyone will wish to hear what you saw.
Still in one piece, are we? Well, did you learn anything?
The word of the mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryle?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together!
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No. No, this is all wrong.
Alrighty. So you could always float in your way to cold pool beforehand. Are you gonna go swimming, Kendra, before you go to bed? Some nice in front of it, and have one of those makeshift air conditioners. But if her power is out, I don't think she would have power for the fan, right? Let's see. If you new game plus an expansion, does it reset your level, or can you use it to level your character? Now, new game plus is pretty much just like a more interactive cutscene viewer. The quests do not give you experience at all. The only time that you would gain experience is if you do the dungeons during the quest line, because obviously dungeons give you experience if you level sync. But it does not reset your level, no. If it wasn't a pain to dry your hair, you would probably actually do it. Oh, gotcha. She's not coming back, is she? She did what she thought was best. What now? Silence. Good old silence. It weighs on you too, I know. I understand why she made her decision, and yet, every time we lose another friend, I have to ask myself if there was not another way. Hunter, that was Minfilia. She's pretty dominant. Her story and her character is pretty much dominant in the base A Realm Reborn game, and then in the expansions they do interact with her less, but she's still technically there. This war of ours, Alphanod, has reached a decision. I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Flamen. I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Oriange. We may have insight on what the word told us. As for you, Bat, after all you have done, I would say that you have earned rest. But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Aymeric. While you were away, 'twould seem he is planning a ceremony of some sort, and would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. Why would we leave Flamen in the dark? Why would we do that, Alphanod? Why? Anyway. Hello there, Temple Knight. Yes, you have been expecting me.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation. Good, good. You of all people should be present.
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples. You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the Worm's ire, but if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change. "'Tis nothing. 'Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the Zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead." I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. 'Twould not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all.
No problem, dude. No problem.
And one more thing. A drink. We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
You're not used to having Amric have a voice, but he's always had a voice. Well, he did have a voice in Endwalker. He did speak in Endwalker. Not his side quest, but in the main MSQ. Falcon's Nest. Alright, where are we going? We'll see ya. Where are you? There you are. The Lord Commander said you would come, Bat. Yes, I'm kind of a big deal. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The Masons labor day and night to see it finished on schedule. Sir Amric wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the result. 'Twas not my war, but I made it mine. And to see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith his faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty will that we can be better than we are. Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go rest. I will not keep you. Yeah, I'm so tired. So tired that I forgot that I'm supposed to be giving experience to another class. Oh well. Staunch conviction. Lucia is concerned that you seem to be looking for something to do. If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest? Make your presence known to the people and so forth. In addition to those who have come far and wide to attend this ceremony, goodbye, Chocobo, you may meet Lords Art and Emin who have graciously volunteered their services. They should be glad to see you. If you would excuse me, I must needs return to my duties. Sure. Alright. Where are you? What's up, sir? I'm glad to see that the rumors were true. Well met, Master Dan, and fear not, I have no intention of begging your aid for this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidolfnir may pass directly over the encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dorvanian ambassador to the peace conference. Yo, true. Ah yes, a lowborn youth. Do you know when everything is set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Americ was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter too. He's a thinker. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things. And he'll do it. By the Fury, me and my friends and family, we all believe he can do it. Totally. Roth. Hello, Roth. Bloody exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all of them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand. We've all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here in the past. So hearing that we're close to a reconciliation comes as a great relief. Okay. Oh, we're gonna talk to Art. Hello, Art. How much has changed since we've fought alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. Ha! And here I am, laboring to make it so. Lord Art, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? No. That's the music of bad things happening. Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dervanians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury, take me. they would defy Sir Americ's commands. If they dare attack Vdolfnir, it will not come to that, but to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a Lord of House Fortemps present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Emin while I am away? Sure. As you know, he has ever been impulsive, a changeable child, but recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest. I fear he may abandon his post in my absence. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. Sure. Thank you, friend. I promise not to be long. Huzzah! Alright. What are we doing here? Once more, a favor. Emin is less than his usual okay, whatever. I'm rather busy at the moment, old boy, regarding this tavern, as it were. Oh, I see. Art thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhap I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guests to be devoured by wolves. Oh no. Yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not cull the roaming packs. Your map, if I may, right there. Those are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave you to it, old boy. Come, honor oit. I must return to my rounds. Let's do it. Oh dear. Do be careful, my lord. I will do my best. We're gonna fight some wolves. But that's so far away. Yeah, we're gonna show these wolves who's who. Three of them. We did it. Piece of cake. BatDan Wolfsbane. It pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds, and that all is well in Falcon's Nest. Oh, and there is a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one who made that arsonist confess? Clever, that. Thancred, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there. Wow. All the way over there? What? Alright. I guess we got some flying to do. A hopeful heretic? Stay your weapons. We come in peace. Lady Iceheart told us tales of Vidolfnir, and she would if she would trust in Sir Aymeric, then we too would hear what he has to say. But the wolves caught us unawares, and were it not for this man, we would surely have died. Yo, thanks, Thancred. Fancy meeting you here, Bat. 'Twas fortunate I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time in taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest, then, and see what other thrilling tasks he might have for us. Sure, but we are going to fast travel because I don't feel like, you know, flying all the way back there. All right, it's up here. And there they are, a pair of gallant heroes, if I ever saw them, comrades in arms, reunited at last. But your selfless sacrifice, have you guaranteed the safety of our many guests? On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there is not left to do but enjoy your well-earned respite. Huzzah! I don't need any of that. For those we have lost. Oh, and this should, of course, go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us, yes? Art wouldn't understand. Right then, the first floor of those barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? For once, I suggest a suggestion with which I agree. Go on, Bat. I will join you anon. Yo, why don't you join me now? I don't want to go by myself. What the hell?
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment. Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks.
They took off my ears.
Freed food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting. When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit. My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
You all right, my friend? You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest? After all you've done, I'd say you've earned it. Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
This was never your fight.
Now, would that be considered top 10 anime betrayals? I don't know.
My son. They told me he walks in Halone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
Okay, so she says Halone with an A at the end. Let's see if anyone else says otherwise.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them.
They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin.
All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do, makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen.
Oh?
They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping. Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Yes, my lord.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
What have you done?
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Well, that was a mess, wasn't it? Is there anyone still here? Do you have anything to say about it? He was not wrong to want to subdue the leader as quickly as possible, for she may have spurred others to further violence. But to fire on her as a crowd looked on was beyond reckless. It's true. I dare say I could not have dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the first commander of and Lord Art are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with the messenger who said that they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Emin has retreated to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore, it falls upon us to ensure that order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. I don't want to talk to them. They rude. My wife and I fell while fleeing with the others at first. The doctors tended to our bruises afterwards. Those mad fools have ruined everything, and for what? It's true. It's true. They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were as a dagger in my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough, that their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it, or will there be others like them and the true brothers? I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I do not know if I ever can. I heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to let him have the run of Falcon's Nest? Well, I say him and Sir Aymeric take their bloody change and shove it up their asses. I'll not be taken in by rot again. Well, I mean, I could literally kill you right now, but whatever. Who would care? Who would care? Anyway. Well, what say you? So, the violence has passed, but the people are far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed surely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester, one whose words resonated with the hearts of many. After all, who among us has not lost loved ones? But you gotta remember is the dragons have lost people too. Lost their own too. Consequences. Lord Art and the first commander should have returned by now. To the tavern, then. Their first order of business will be to speak with Lord Emin, and I somehow doubt that he has moved an ilm since we last saw him. Fairy, take me. What a disaster. I should never have left. My apologies, Bat. I bear full responsibilities for this debacle. There will be a time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we do now? According to initial reports, the protests was orchestrated by the young woman whom Lord Emin ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive, others resisted and were struck down, still others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives, for the time being at least. The doctors are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the doctors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with their protesters. Accordingly, I said doctors, I meant convictors. It is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn at these villains if as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protests, the people seem disillusioned. You spoke with them then, I see. Sir Aymeric placed his trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we have come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before, and we will do so again. If we can but find the means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all, and this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference pending Sir Aymeric's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Bat, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Sure. Get up, Emin. You're going with him. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions. In person, is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come, Honoroit. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time. Honoroit? Honoroit? I could have sworn he was... Search for Honoroit. Where could he be? Where could he be? It's as though I've played this before.
Honoroit!
Oh, it's Honoroit. Okay.
No, no! What have they done to you? Honoroit! Honoroit!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy, And you! You know that better than any.
Onua? Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Kairoujian without delay.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it. I have.
Hey Salad, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. I will take him to the doctors. It is the least I can do. Yo, thank you. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. That's true, he was. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is the past, and there is naught to be gained from reveling in your mistakes. I know this. I know this. But he indeed. I'll just take the money. You okay? How about me? I'm doing fairly well. Just, you know, playing some video games on a Thursday night. Choices. I have no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend to in Ishgard. To the knights most heavenly. Give me 1 minute while I stop lurking myself because of the raid I had earlier. Just give me a couple seconds there. Just looking for other places to lurk. Okay, cool. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. To the Forgotten Knight. Oh, Edmund, how's it going? We received troubling reports from the Falcon's Nest. What befell you there? Oh, it was horrible. I'm sorry. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Bat? Outstriped you, whatever that means. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? That's a whole story. I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away. Is it any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was the sacrifice? Have we naught to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmund, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it. Aye, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorifying their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur others' disillusioned souls to entrace them. But, as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, ambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies, and a unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the gates of judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration of all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true, but if we should be defeated, though, even to hold our own against the cream of the three nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well. You may count on my support, for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Emin take part in the grand melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Bat, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he is not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. Sure. Well, let's go, Thancred. So that's their solution, a grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You whom they have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? Let's see, we have come this far, have we not? I will stand with my friends and comrades, not a nation. It is getting to be a bit of much, isn't it? I will stand with my friends and comrades. A poor choice of words, for friends tried and true then. The living and the lost. Wait, a poor choice of words. For friends tried and true then. Oh, so he had poor choice of words, okay. Alright. So, for this grand melee of his, Sir Aymeric wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? I can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see her for myself. I guess that's where we're going. Oh, no, we're speaking with Lucia. Never mind. Hello, Lucia. Well met, Bats. Have you spoken with Sir Aymeric? Yes, I have. I was aware of the Alliance's request, so Sir Aymeric would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for this event forthwith. As for the watch... Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred, to seek out our young watch commander on his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. That makes sense. I thought you had something to discuss with the First Commander. Maybe I did. Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Americ's grand soiree. Seems we're expecting to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, 'cause we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Well, well, it seems the First Commander's gone and hand-picked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon I'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off of getting their hides tanned and all. Think about that, eh? I'd hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search the foundation and you the pillars. Okay. Down there. Okay. There he is. Yo, Emin. I carried Honor to the manor. Our best doctors are tending to him as we speak, and yet he has yet to wake, but surely he will. So Father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family, always making my decisions for me. No, it's not like that. It's just... Oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the man you want to be, whereas I am a son of House Vortemps. Don't you see? My future was determined before I was born, what I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it, until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dictate themselves to their causes, but not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Honor, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame, but in the end, there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot merely bow to my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Americ, and I will make my own decision. Right. To the knights most heavenly.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more. An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time? Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Yeah, we're gonna fight in the Grand Melee. We would not have come this far were it not for you, Bat. It has been an honor and a privilege. Gods help me. I think I might be in love. I dare say it might be cheating too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotions. Still, his honesty does not. His honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause, but that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, not mine. It's true. A spectacle for the ages. Sir Aymeric informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The grand melee will be held here, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made, and allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon you, Bat. Upon us, Bat.
Hello,
We
I'm a
must not
nocturnal
fail.
placental flying mammal,
Yo,
a
Zero.
member of the family of Pterodidai, or Pterodidna. You can't tell, I'm a bat! Yes, I am! And they used to call me Batty Coda.
Yo, Zero, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. How was Starship Troopers? Starship Troopers. Bah. Sorry. Been reading for quite some time. But thanks for coming in, for everyone coming in from Zero's raid. I'm BatDan, or Sir BatDan, and we're currently playing Final Fantasy XIV, and we're in the post-Heaven's Ward patches. We're about to take part in a grand melee. It was a little laggy, but still fun. Gotcha. Well, thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. And everyone be sure to follow Metal Ghost Zero. Fantastic dude. Get that FF MMO grind deal. True. A rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against allied forces outside of Cottonelle, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world. He's talking about PvP, because that's where they have PvP, is in Cottonelle. Right, to the Gates of Judgment. Oh, they're all here. Hello there, Hilda. It ain't often highborn dandies designed to fight alongside us hoi-polloi, like all our name days rolled into one, it is. And then again, it's our nation's pride that's at stake, national and personal. I ain't about to let a snot-nosed lordling show me up. It's true. Yeah. Lucio. The second commander is Hilda's lieutenants, and Hilda's lieutenants shall see to the security of the city in my absence. The melee demands my undivided attention. Nice. 'Tis a matter of pride for the Alliance as well. They will not scruple to send their best against us. Yet we must not be cowed. Too much rests on our success. It looks to be a veritable who's who of the Eorzean Alliance. The only question is, who came to watch and who came to fight? Nanamo? Definitely Nanamo. Yeah, we're fighting Nanamo. Totally. There he is, I say. When you didn't appear, I began to question. Nothing. Never mind. Ahem. To think that we were moments away from facing a cream of Eorzean's soldiery in battle. That I am mere... But what if... Oh, what am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of the victory, of the glory, of the stories I would tell Honor when he wakes. Let's do it. I'm ready, old boy. Are you? Let's do it. By the Fury, how could I forget? Father bid me present this to you. I know this is sudden, but we believe the men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Fortemps into battle. Pray do us this honor. Yeah, it's basically telling me that I'm gonna be glamored like a Ishgardian soldier. Here we go. I do like the fact that it has my free company's sigil on
Let
it as
all
well.
here present heed well the rules of engagement.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read all this. I already know how to fight. Tactical points, yes, yes. Get tactical points for defeating the enemy. You get bonus points for defeating the tethered enemy. Simple as that.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard.
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
Let's do it. The fury gazes upon us. And tend to the marked ones.
Is that all you've got?
Come, as guardians, show us your mettle. They've lost their tether. Oh, I have to defend her. Goodbye, Pippin. Who do you think you are? Get back here. Victory is within our grasp. Discard! Discard! Oh, wait.
It ends here!
Alright, who's got it now? You? Oh, why am I tethered? Oh shit. I'm tethered. Oh no. Oh geez. That's a Cyclops. Cyclops! Cyclops! Everyone, on your guard! All forces, fall back! Continue with the melee. I will deal with him. Thanks, Thancred. Daft sod. You heard the man. Get back to it. All forces, form a line on Bat. Now! Oh, damn. He be strong. Mano a mano. Well met. I will not lie, I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Let's do it. Damn it all! On your guard, Lord Emmon. Our fight... Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, I didn't see that. Get back here. I'm not gonna lose, Emmon. I know this man. Now's our chance. Strike him down. For the glory of Ishgard. Oh, he's down. He is down.
Did he win? Then we...
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard! Well fought, my friend! You truly are the warrior of warriors.
Thank the Fury you were on our side.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them. 'Tis but a scratch, I assure you, and I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns. Make that 2 dozen. Still, as your Stola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on one at a time. One day at a time, as Minfilia would have done.
Alright. Hey, Pippin. Long time no see. As long as I live, I shall never forget that duel. It was inspiring and humbling in equal measure. I feel honor-bound to point out, however, that my father was fighting one-handed. Yo, true? True. Thal's balls, I had forgotten what it feels like to be so alive. Not since leaving the blood sands have I had the privilege. Not since the bull of Alamigo hung up his sword. Back then, the outcome might have been different, but I do not begrudge you your victory. I know how far you have come, but how much you have endured. Our fight only confirmed it. We shall have to do this again one day, when time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now go to the Ishgardians and celebrate your victory. You have earned it. Come, Pippin, her grace is expecting us. Lead on, father. Awesome sauce. What are we waiting for? We must return to the capital at once and tell them about our victory. Okay. Hold on. The messengers have already been dispatched. Let us pray that this victory has the desired effect. That was just another battle for you, I bet, but for my lot, it wasn't. It weren't so much the fightin' as the not tripping over each other's feet. His lordship might think about laying on some actual terrain for us next time. I confess, it stung my pride to be brushed aside so easily. But when the flames subsided, I saw you standing there triumphant. There was only gladness in my heart. Oh, thanks. Said your goodbyes. In all the years I have known Ruban, I cannot recall ever seeing him look so happy in defeat. Well, everything seems to be falling into place, does it not? The Ishgardians have claimed their symbolic victory, and the Orsian alliance has been strengthened in the process. Be proud, Bat. You made this happen. Oh, thanks. Alright. Who am I talking to? Amric. For those we can yet save. We have done it. Nay, you have done it. You have brought us the victory we desperately needed. There is not left but to return to the capital. Come, let us see what reception awaits us. Okay.
My lord!
revoir, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it, which I have been told some women may find appealing.
I see. And to think I was worried sick over you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, and I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emanuelaine, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He will be glad of your assistance.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Stola and the others.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
Huzzah. They say you dueled General Raban within a ring of flames. I did not think the man so ostentatious. Would that I could have seen it. After we parted ways in Matoya's cave, I returned here to speak with Tataru. We agreed to tell the others only that our search for Minfilia has reached an impasse. I subsequently learned that you had left for the Falcon's Nest, but I thought it best to keep it to myself for a time. I am wont to rely on you overmuch when we are together, and I needed to think, to reflect. I still do, I suspect, but matters up here seem to be coming to a head. In short, there are some things I feel I must say, though nothing so urgent that I cannot wait until after the conference. So let us make for Falcon's Nest to see if Lord Art has need of our assistance. I don't know, the last time we went to Falcon's Nest we got drugged. Well met, Master Dan, and thank you for looking after my brother. They say he fought bravely, and that he did not dishonor the house. But you, my lord, we owe everything. As you can see, we have made every effort to strike while the iron is hot. We made our intentions known, that all would be welcome to attend. So they came. By the grace of the Fury, they came. The ceremony will not be a lengthy affair, but there is still much to be done. I will speak with you more, but I must see to my duties. As for you and Master Alphinaud, will you do naught but enjoy yourselves? Is that clear? If any dare beg your assistance again, I will have words. Well, there you have it. We have been forbidden from meddling. Shall we wait, or have you other matters to attend to before the ceremony begins? Wait with Master Alphinaud for the ceremony to begin. See to other matters first. Excellent. I only hope Thancred and the others will not be late. Epical events do not come around very often. True, true.
The appointed hour approaches.
Aye.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
Look!
The White Dragon!
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearned to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them A new legacy. Life.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace. The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Your bow!
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thordan? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall scape my wrath. None shall scape my revenge!
7 hells. Damn you, Nidhogg.
Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg!
There they go, the last of the guests. Having come hither with hope in their hearts, they depart with hatred and bloodlust. Until the moment I saw him strike, I still held some small hope that you had seen hope that what you had seen in Azizla was an illusion, perhaps, but he acted without hesitation, as did Sir Aymeric. For a mercy, Vidofnir's wounds were not mortal. Or so Lucia tells me. The dragon was spirited away to Enoch's shrine to receive care from her brethren. We can but hope for her recovery is swift. But such was surely Nidhogg's intent, to deliver a proclamation not only to the children of Thordan, but his kindred. War is coming, and ye who would not stand with us, stand apart. She was an example, a message to her brood, another instrument of his vengeance, like Estinian. Cause and costs. When I said I wished to speak with you after the conference, I confess I investigated rather happier circumstances. If anything, however, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say, not to the Warrior of Light, or even my fellow scion, but to you, Bat, my friend. But not here, no. But of course, the intercessory in Camp Dragonhead is still open to us. Let us go there. Ah yes, the falling snows.
Forgive me. That took longer than expected. You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss. It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I. In our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azel too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight, and why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore. I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
Let's see. We will find a way to save him, to aid those in need. Yeah, we will find a way.
We will. I know we will.
Thank you, Bat. It is unfair of me to unburden myself in this manner. Time after time, I am glad that you permit me nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. Though not all of our fellow scions will support our stance on Estinian, I have faith that we will win them over in due course. Such is the infectious power of hope. Right. That is quite enough solemn introspection for one day. I think we would both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. She stays for us at Four Temps Manor. Let us not keep her waiting any longer. Well, Alphanod certainly seems to be in better spirits. Do we have you to thank for this? Yet again, we walk an all too familiar path. I am reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now it is our turn to return the favor. Hear, hear. Let no one say that the scions do not repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsook our friends? If we stopped looking for Ida and Papalumo, or if we gave up hope of bringing Minfilia back? Though she knew it would cost her dearly, Minfilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed that it was imperative that we understood the true nature of this star, of the rift between Zodiark and Hydaelyn, and of the Ascian's aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion that there is much we have yet to learn. In any event, I think it time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of action. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy into triumph, but we will find a way. We will. We will. We'll just take the money.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1,000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still, to the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
Caution, Ida. That is all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more.